Welcome back to match 1. This is Old Man Poole. We won the die roll. Let's take it out. Okay, sounds pretty good. We have 2 drops, which we love. Trial's pretty good later on in the game. Go ahead and keep it. I think if we've got both colors of mana and a 2-drop, we're pretty happy with this. So, depending on colors, but we'll probably play Catcher's Avenger first. If my opponent can't play a 2-drop, the Avenger gets in for 1 more point of damage. Green isn't something that often punishes 1 toughness, so. Alright. Well, we have 2 pretty powerful sort of later game cards. We would like to see just a couple more interactive early drops. Okay. Blade Warriors, fine. Ooh, Sunscreen Champion is great. Let's go ahead and swing and exert with our Avenger. Him having a 2-drop there is a little bit unfortunate, but that's alright. Still get in for 3. And the champion forces my opponent to exert if he wants to swing. And even if we trade, it's really not that bad. Okay, yeah, opponent just exerting in here, and we're just gonna go ahead and take it. I'm not to the point quite yet where I want to get rid of the Sunscreen Champion, especially when we have a Trial of Solidarity in hand. I'm hoping he doesn't play like a great 3-drop. Something we can trade with would be cool. Nice. That is a good card, but wow, another champion's good. Not quite as good as a Vizier would have been there, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and beat in for another 2. As long as we keep like building out our board, Trial of Solidarity is going to get better and better and better. And with this much life gain available, my opponent has really kind of got to think he's got to be hoping he's going to be able to go over the top. And if he's going over the top, Lay Claim gets a lot of the big game threats. Obviously great against like Sandworm Convergence or Godpharaoh's Gift, but even if you're just taking something big like a Sifter Worm, sometimes that's enough. Quenchable Thirst, okay. Perfectly reasonable. So we're actually a little bit better against Thirst than a lot of decks because we do have a good number of untap effects, but... Okay. And a Harrier Naga. Yeah, that does blink our attack pretty well. Alright, so it was a good start, but slowing down a little bit. Ooh, well, Dorn Pouncer is great. So let's go ahead and play that, and we'll play the Paramount as well. I don't think it's crazy unrealistic that we play the Trial next turn. I don't know, maybe we should wait for a finishing blow. It does turn the Dorn Pouncer into 6, these both into 4. I mean, he's got to make a chump block and still take a lot of damage if we do that. But we're not quite winning either. One could have as much as an 8-drop here. He's got a land, that is. You could be playing sort of just a mid-range blue-green deck. Both of these are a little bit more nods to mid-range, not necessarily absurdly powerful strategies. Ooh, wow, man, that's one of the few things we can't steal. Well, alright, fine. Rewinder is obviously very good. It's gonna be hard for us to go over the top of. Well, unless we get flyers, and then we can literally go over the top. Yeah, Riverwinder is a good drop there for sure. Opponent is swinging. I think with that in mind, we're just going to toss the Sunscreen Champion under the bus. Don't hate exerting that. It's a little bit better if we can pitch land, I guess. But penalizing. I'm a little bit worried that if we bring back the Pouncer, yeah, I don't know, maybe that's just better. He still trades. Pouncer comes back, he probably has some way to deal with it if he's doing this. Like an unsummon or something. But it's still a 2-for-1 then. I just don't have anything I would love discarding for the champion at this point. Yeah, alright, we'll just trade with the Pouncer, I think. Like I said, I think he only makes that attack if he's got an unsummon or something, but Vizier the True is pretty good. Still doesn't get rid of the stupid Sidewinder, but on the other hand, we have the potential to kind of hit my opponent for a bunch out of nowhere. So if he ever gets too aggressive with his Sidewinders and the like, we can Trial of Solidarity and really punch in. Okay, Sidewinder Nog is not the worst. If that's what he's going for at this point, I don't hate it. Alright, he doesn't have anything, so Dorn Pouncer is very much on. Alright, even issue's good too. So it's funny, we found basically all of our Eternalized and Embalm cards, I think actually all of them. One more. I think that's it. We won't get any random graveyard synergy from the Viziers, but that's alright. We have drawn kind of close to perfect too, and my opponent doesn't have anything at this point. The Avian Initiate will just go over the top. Okay, Stalwart's pretty good. Swings past most of our creatures pretty effectively. We want to punch in with the Riverwinder. Oh, Devious Brute. I'm pretty sure I played this guy before. I hadn't actually read his name, but pretty confident that I have. Opponent debating what exactly he'd like to come in with. I do have inevitability eventually. Alright. We will let you kill off a Sunscourge champion. That gives us a lot of life to work with. A little bit of advantage too. So yeah, we may just end up getting rid of this Light Claim. We're a long ways off 7 here. It's not even that particularly good against what my opponent's doing so far. So we can play the land and play a Dorn Pouncer and plan on using Light Claim in the future for the champion. We don't need the life right now, so we should just add the better threat, I think. Alright, so let's go ahead and punch in with the Avian Initiate. Opponent's on a 5-turn clock at least, right? Trial of Solidarity doesn't actually speed up that clock. Yeah, let's just play our Pouncer here. Look at that synergy with the Paramount getting going. Too good, too good. Looks like my opponent's still drawing live off the top. I thought about playing something there, but I didn't. No swing. No play. It's probably like a trick in that case. Do we just want to let the Even Initiates keep swinging? It's inevitability eventually. Let's see. So what happens if we play like the Trial of Solidarity right now? If we play the Trial of Solidarity, we take my opponent to 7 from the Avian Initiate. The Adorned Pouncer becomes a chump block, so he uses Proven Combatant on that. He trades up with the Naga against the Vizier, eats the Paramount, the Winder, takes like 2 extra. Yeah, it doesn't feel very good, does it? I think we're just going to use the Sunscourge champion and pitch a Plains. Don't need to cycle the Light Claim yet. I don't think we're under immediate threat, even if it's we're a ways off playing it still. Let's go ahead and punch with my Aim Initiate, see if he's got a way to interact with it. I think we can play the slow game here, though. We have some very good late game answers. Lots and lots of life, and an inevitable threat, so... It's just gonna be hard for my opponent to chew through this if he's top decking. He does have something here, though. Drawing, ooh. Pull from tomorrow? Pull from tomorrow. Alright, well. Darn. That's pretty good. One pitches a land. Alright, well he's gonna have nothing but gas here. Hopefully no Sandworm Convergence. One of the few things that could kill us. Although late kill aim still is eventual inevitability against that. But even him just playing like another Riverwinder, or worse, a good flyer, slows us down a lot. Okay, Hippo is pretty good. I put anything that trades for my Pouncer in the pretty good camp. We do have lots of life though, and he has to be careful about swinging. He doesn't know we have a Trial of Solidarity. That could just kill him out of nowhere if he's not cautious. Let's see. If he swings with the Riverwinder, can we kill him? We use the Vizier, remove the Hippo. Swing, take him to 6. Wait, up to 4 off the Aim Initiate. It looks like he's gonna leave some mana up. Ooh, Dauntless Haven's good. So Dauntless Haven, if we play it, means we have lethal next turn without a risky swing. Swing into it here, though. Play Trial of Solidarity. Get in, so remove that guy. Whoop. And how does he block? Obviously blocks there, well, could anyway, there. Still have lethal. Is 4 blockers. I think we're still lethal, right? Because this guy, well, if he has a trick though. Right now we have 5 attackers on the ground, he'd have 4 blockers. If he has a trick of any kind, like an Ambuscade looks likely here, we lose, and it's a pretty bad attack then. Yeah, I think let's swing. If he has Ambuscade, he'll kill off our Initiate, which is fairly likely. But then we'll play Dauntless Haven, and we're not in a dramatically worse spot. And then next turn we can play Trial of Solidarity, and we have lethal in the air on its own, so... Counterspell? Oh, okay. Well, I guess that would have worked out either way. Nope, can't pay that, though. Alright, well... Let's see how he taps out here. We may have to wait 2 turns still. Opponent says no more flyers, please. I feel like we're in a good spot though, because if he ever gets too excited about swinging, we just get to crush in. Okay, 1 card remaining. He now has too many attackers for us to get in with the... One says he's not weak to flyers, but they are buried. I assume that means his answers? I'm not sure. Yeah, Aim Initiate does do good work. Ooh, in. Okay. That means he's almost certainly got a trick, right? He doesn't have the reach one, or he would have used it, I imagine. Or he wouldn't want to swing in here. So if he has the reach trick, which takes some damage, that's no big deal. We've got 5 attackers again. Can't remove one. Trial. You just want to make something big. Yeah, I guess he's probably just planning on using this, actually. Force for a little bit of damage. I don't think I care. You can't deal with the Ave Initiate, he just loses, right? Maybe we put that in front so we have something to do with our mana. Okay, so we're not going to go for the trial this next turn. So I'm just going to block here. He can pump up, whatever. But we'll bring back the Sun Scourge and gain some more life. I think I am going to cycle the late claim. We're still 2 lands away. I think the game's going to be over. Hopefully by then. I guess if he's got Sandworm Convergence, it's bad for us, but... yeah, maybe that's even a mistake. Yeah, I guess I can always discard it if we really want to this next turn. Yeah. Just pitch another Plains. Alright, well, let's crunch in with our Ave Initiate. Flyer's getting the job done, where the Adorned Pouncer could not. Okay, I like no response. So I wouldn't be surprised if he has another counterspell here. He didn't pump last turn, which makes the Sunscourge Champion even a little bit better, because he can't counter that. We gotta gain some life. And do we have it? It's fairly likely that even if he finds a flyer or an interaction, the Trial of Solidarity gets it through. Alright. Needed to get to take 1. Okay, opponent blue-green, kind of mid-range, build out the board. Get big. Might be playing things like Overcome. Reed Stalker I think is actually good. I think flyers are our best way to win. Cunning Survivor's okay. We maybe want another Mighty Leap rather than a Saving Grace. Although Saving Grace is really good if he ends up like Alpha Striking. Yeah, that might be better. We maybe want to playing 2. Dutiful Servant's fine. Do we cut here? Feels like getting through on the ground is kind of unlikely. I mean, just maybe these random mid-range cards aren't that great. Like Solitary Camel, fine, but maybe not that exciting. I don't think we can afford to play both Mighty Leaps, probably. Saving Grace, I think, still has the opportunity to be very good. But maybe bring in a Reed Stalker over that Solitary Camel. Okay, seems alright to me. We want Floodwaters. Again, it seems unlikely that we're really going to get great work done on the ground. I think I'm just going to keep this. Didn't see much removal. I think the Cartouche is probably still good. Cartouche has the potential to make a borderline unstoppable threat, which is what you're looking for in draft and limited in general, I guess. Alright, I'm going to stand by what I said last time. If we've got both colors of lands and a 2-drop, I think the hand's good, so I'm going to go ahead and keep. Saving Grace and Oketra's Adventure is actually kind of a wombo too. Oh no! Alright. Fine. So we could wait until Saving Grace works. It's not even that good though, is it? Ugh. Well, we may just play the Avenger into that anyway. Depends a little bit on what his lands look like. If he had to play that first, that's maybe a little telling? Maybe? Yeah, we're gonna play the Avenger. Okay, Reed Stalker has a chance to sneak in and surprise my opponent though. Problem is I don't think we can really play around that. He's gonna get his land value. Alright. It's possibly just has like a 3-drop here, but Grasping Dunes looks pretty good. Ooh. He wants to trade, I'll trade. Yeah, that's fine. That looks like he does have a play, but this is one of the few cards that's really, really soft to Grasping Dunes, so I'm gonna throw it away here. Well, trade it here while I still can. Okay, Devotee of Strength's pretty good. Reed Stalker, I guess doesn't even surprise trade all that well. Alright. A little bit flooded here. That does mean that late claim eventually is going to be on. I wish we had he played something with not 3 power so the Reed Stalker could sneak in. Alright, down to 17. Ritualist, okay. He has got a lot of ramp, even though he hasn't played tons of it. Aw man, Dauntless Haven, where were you? Alright, well, we'll drop the Reed Stalker here. Not gonna throw it for a chump block into the Devotee, but actually I don't even love blocking the Ritualist, because he can use Grasping Dunes. It doesn't look like he's got tons to do with his mana anyway. Alright. Meeting begin. Okay, opponent cycling off lands. Probably indicates the Grasping Dunes is... like, he's not going to be hurt by losing the land, I guess. Go 2-drop. Here. And I don't think we can afford to wait and try and ambush that, even though that would be great. Ooh, well, it's interesting. So Cartouche, if he's got a trick, is obviously pretty bad for us. But if we play Cartouche on the Reed Stalker, leave it back with Saving Grace up, pretty good. Well, no, because he still just swings and pumps whatever is out there. That's a 3. He pumps it, it's going to turn to a 6, and it doesn't matter how good Cartouche block is. Not loving the way this is working out. Not loving it at all. If we play Dauntless Haven, it's just going to get sniped, probably. Although, if he does snipe it... I guess maybe we play the Dauntless Haven, snipes. If he swings, we'll use Saving Grace. Yeah, I think that's our best play. Now I really want to play a big bomb so we can lay claim it. A big bomb with preferably not absurd enter the battlefield ability. That's the master plan. Ugh. 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 So if he swings without activating the Grasping Dunes, alright, yeah. Moot point. I was gonna say we could double block and Saving Grace and he tries to pump, or if he tries to pump, we Saving Grace, but... Imagine the Ritualist, Ambuscade. Well, I just need to keep this alive, right? Alright, yeah, that's big. 1 for 1 with upside. Because we get to fog this turn too, for what that's worth. Means we don't take 3 from the Stalwart. Huh. Interesting. So it's going to die then, right? That's the argument. So I should definitely throw it in front of the way of this. That's kind of interesting. He should have just exerted with the Stalwart. I didn't even think of that. Because that you could have just killed off that. Yeah. Now we're gonna get to trade. Yeah, that was a pretty big misplay from my opponent, actually. Yeah, and actually, playing Saving Grace there is probably not the best either. In response. Okay, well, creature, yeah, alright. I was gonna say, our opponent sort of maybe gave us a way back into this game, but... I have to, like, lay claim as Ritualist. Maybe we should have just recycled it. I wanted to play, like, a Hippo or something, but... it's not looking incredibly likely. No? Something big? Maybe 5, probably. Okay, well... interesting. Want to keep 2 mana? Oh, he's just going wide. Alright. Okay, Aven Initiate is pretty good. So we're probably gonna play the Aven Initiate and just Cartouche, and say, hope you don't have anything. Not my favorite game to play, but sometimes it is what it is. I don't know, I maybe should have cycled the Lake Claim earlier this game. It just has such upside, but I think we probably needed better pressure earlier. So... that may have been a mistake. May have been. We obviously have lots of great draws against aggressive decks. We have tons of internalized cards. Vizier is just absurdly good for us. Okay, Sandwalla is fine. And Warrior. Okay, so he's got a bunch of beatdown cards. No way to get through the Aven Initiate easily. He could just start chump attacking. I think that's not gonna get him there. I think we probably lay claim Ritualist if we just draw land. Alright, well, we'll wait still. Obviously not attacking. Let's pass. The Dauntless Haven is a little bit nice though, because once it starts attacking, we can at least attack with it, and it's vigilant. Coming in with everything. He does. We block like there, block there, block there. Still take 6. Yeah, okay. Incoming aggression. It's a little bit nice because he has to exert a bunch of things, so it does buy us a little bit of time, but we're gonna take a hit here for sure. Alright, so we block like that. Block like that. Block like that, I guess, and force him to use the mana. Not trading up in any way. Yeah, maybe we leave the warrior back. Yeah, that's a lot, right? Because then that's 3, 6, 8. It's almost dead. So I think we do jump block. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we could jump block later too. When you maybe would have mana. Yeah, alright. That made a mistake. Okay, so we trade a little bit. Okay. We're just gonna lay claim my opponent's Ritualist here. What a wussy lay claim. But we waited for it. Waited years for this moment. And then at least he doesn't have an attack this turn. And he's top decking, and we're top decking. We have a not terrible wall though, and like I said, we have lots of outs here. The game is definitely not over. Oh, that's pretty bad. That's funny. Is there any reason to use this? We get in for a bunch of damage. We've already played our cartouche. Might as well just wait, I think. Alright, so if he swings, he trades, but we go to 1. If he's got anything, we're dead. No attack. Okay. I like no attack. Our amount is as good a draw as any. That's not true, but it is better than a land. What we meant there was better than a land. We are seeing an example of how the cartouche can just like completely break an opponent's offensive, though. Oh, nice. Alright, that might be able to get us back in this game. Oh, counterspell? Oh. Well, can't play around it. Ooh, sad. So good. Such a good draw. Right into the counter magic. But that's okay. That's alright. Well, it's not finding threats that kill us, and that's like 2/3 of the battle, so. I wonder if we want to hold on to planes at some point. It occurred to me that if we get the Vizier and can go and grab one of our Eternalized cards, the Sun's Scorn Champion or whatever, we might want to pitch that instead of the Trial. So I think I'll just wait. Alright. They'll just kind of hope when he doesn't find like Overcome or something. I'm sure there are things he could have here. And he's thinking about attacking. Something changed in the math. Free rest. I think we just use it, right? Probably on the Stalwarts, the most dangerous. Not sure we can really afford to not. What if we should start swinging? We just have a bunch of miscellaneous life gain though. That like, we wait even just a little bit. It's good. And the only good swing we have is because we can get in with like the Ritualist. No, he just pumps it. Yeah, let's just wait. I want my Initiate on defense, I think. Don't want to randomly die. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, good thing we didn't. Sandblast. That's a good one. I'm just gonna pass here. Again, I think that as the game goes longer, the board stall favors us. I mean, you can still find like a Riverwinder or something, which is pretty bad. Even a Hippo, but we have a lot of life gain. We have stuff we can find. And Riverwinder, speaking of bad, it's bad. And there's the Sunscourge Champion. And it turns out that's awfully good, so gain a little bit of life. Lets us block the Riverwinder more effectively. Pass. Quenchable Thirst. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we'll Sandblast the Reed Stalker. Not much we can do about that. If we find another Dauntless Haven, we can untap it at least. I imagine just coming with the Reed Stalker is the play. We'll kill that guy, and then go back to counting the turns, I guess. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, I think we still just wait. Who knows, my opponent mills before we do, right? Although I think we're probably in trouble if it goes that long. Alright, does have attacks. I think we like triple block the Riverwinder. Kill off the Sandwalla. He's got a trick, we're just in trouble. I think we have to kill the Riverwinder though. Guess we could have like blocked there, double blocked, and brought back more life. That might have been better. You don't want to give me the Sunscourge Champion back. I guarantee it. Even though you get the tempo play here. Wow, really? Do you have a trick? Okay. Guess if he's got anything, we're still dead, right? We'll just kill it in response. That's really weird they gave us Sunscourge Champion. I think that was not our ideal block, though. I think I maybe should have blocked like there and double blocked there and taken 5. And then guaranteed we could bring back the champion. But as it turned out, my opponent maybe didn't make optimal. Oh, give to strength, doesn't matter. Alright. Darn. No, we were dead either way. Well, yeah, I mean, if we hadn't blocked that, we were dead, so. Alright. We had a pretty slow run there. Beautiful Servants would have been fine that game. Maybe we're just okay with that sort of thing. He's got a lot of little players. Problem is he's a couple of Ronus's guys too. In which case 2-drop blockers are just not that great. I think I've changed my mind. I think Solitary Camel's probably a mistake to take out. If we've got a Desert, it's just so good. And I think he has a little flying defense, so I think if we just survive, that's the way we win. Doesn't seem to have tons. He does have, I guess, 2 ways to interact with flyers. Maybe we do want the Reedstalker still. What else seems bad? Maybe Vizier? Seems like that's going to be unlikely. It really has a lot of value against my opponent. He's just playing so many board ground pounders. We don't have that much exert. Yeah, I don't think that's how we're winning the game. It seems like maybe a little bit of an unorthodox cut, but I think it's probably correct. Okay. See if we can't sneak this last game. I would like to play first. Oh, this hand is quite good. Good keep. Do need to find lands, but even if we don't, Adorned Pouncer is a great first play, and Saving Grace actually can keep it alive. Okay, opponent keeps. A match free of mulligans. Okay. Pouncer. Hey, that was great. Would love to find a desert for our Solitary Camel, but won't have that every time. Maybe we should have taken out Lay Claim. He's got like Hippo that we can steal. Yeah, we maybe should have. Feels like he just doesn't have very many fantastic big threats other than Riverwinder, which we can't take. Okay, again with our Pouncer here. Possibly stuck on blue here. It's also possible we just didn't have a 2-drop, but either way is great for us. If we can play a Vizier next turn, that's pretty good. Ooh. Cycling the Countervailing Winds. Yeah, but he's looking for a forest, if I had to guess. He took oh, alright. Yeah, maybe not. I was gonna say, he took just a second to decide on mulligans. Possible he was green screwed at the beginning, but he's got it now, so I don't think it hurt him that much. So finding another land next turn would be pretty good. This probably want to be untapped, but I don't know. Desert still means we can play like Saving Grace. Pretty good. So we can't actually pump the Sandwaller right now. Ooh, that's interesting. You do. If we don't draw a land, it's possible we just throw the Saving Grace in here. 2 draw land. Might still just draw a Saving Grace. Sandwall does represent a pretty big threat later on in the game. Vizier maybe gets us value a little bit later. Yeah, actually I kind of like using Saving Grace now. It's a combat trick and it's going to turn like either our Pouncer or Camel into a pretty reasonable later game threat. It's good. Crunch with Bull. I imagine he blocks the Camel. You don't usually want to give the Pouncer to your opponent. Ooh, no play. So he's just going to try and beat us in the air. No, not impossible. Bold move, though. Play our Vizier. Especially given the fact that we're going to be able to gain a fair amount of life with our, whatever these guys are called. Sunscourge. Champion. I really should get better at remembering card names. I'm sure that's really annoying to listen to, but someday. I'm surprised he didn't just try and trade there. Don't think the racing strategy is going to work for my opponent. I want it to be known this is one of the very few games where my opponent actually has less clock time than I do. Ooh, alright. So yeah, I think he was maybe a green screwed early on. Ooh. Cartouche of Solidarity. Put on like the camel and just get in there. If he like triple blocks it, then we Saving Grace and we just blow him out. Pretty good. Alternatively, well, I don't even love playing the Reed Stalker. Yeah, I think we're just gonna start forcing in some damage here. Can leave the Vizier back. Yeah, I don't know, maybe we swing with it. If he triple blocks there, that's good. Otherwise, Saving Grace isn't bad on other threats either. Yeah, let's get in. Let's go for it. See how my opponent cares to block before the sand wall gets going. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a triple block, but that's awfully dangerous. We knows that we have 2 sand blasts. We have shown Saving Grace as well. Okay. That is fine with me. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have swung with him. I actually don't love Saving Grace. Yeah. Bringing the Adorn Pounce would have been okay, but I think I want to get my card value. Alright, it is a big 2/7 now. Almost impossible for him to remove. Okay, put him down to 7. Probably not with great prospects for returning. Yeah, I shouldn't have swung with the Vizier though. That was a mistake. Should have just played the Mummy Paramount, or if he tried to block in a different way. Life mattered a lot less than the card advantage, I think. Well, yeah, okay. Rip Solitary Camel. I hardly knew you. Yeah, that Saving Grace may end up hurting us. We're actually a long ways away from Kefnet being good. Swing with both these guys. And I might just pitch the Kefnet for the Sunscourge Champion. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, +2/+2. That's alright, we can bring him back in a couple turns. That was maybe not the best play either, though. I'm playing a little bit sloppily here. Have the advantage, and it's maybe easy to think like we have the advantage, but should be playing a little bit better. I don't know if Kefnet's gonna get there for us. Ooh, Compulsory Rest is good though. Okay, get to gain a bunch of life. I have a 4/4. He has to keep up mana for the Sand Wallet to block it real effectively. Yeah, I completely spaced the Sand Wall's ability there, which we've been talking about all game. That was not the best. Okay. A good one, certainly. I'm not really sure my opponent can win with the time he has left, too, which is not bad. So, probably just rest. Front, she has to double block. I guess he gets to gain some life off that, but gets rid of his Sandwalla. Even if she doesn't match up super well against that anyway. Alright, oh, and my opponent has had enough. Okay, well, we did pick up the first match, despite a couple of sort of not the best plays. Swinging with the Vizier was pretty sketchy there, and I think actually attacking with the Adorned Pouncer was okay too, but I should have been aware of the Sandwall effect. I don't know quite why I forgot it there. In any case, see you guys for match 2 shortly.